What is going on, you guys? Shadow Trucker. It is April 5th, 2022, and it is currently 20:28 Eastern Time. First, we'll do a little life update. Took the vacation I told you guys about, went to Texas, spent time with the family. It was definitely worth it. Well, at first, I picked up my brother from Ohio, packed all his shit, and moved him to Kentucky, where I live, which is a huge plus for him. He needed to get the fuck out of there. Life just was miserable up there for him. So we moved in Kentucky. Took a rest that night, a couple hours. Got up stupid early and headed out to Texas for a nice 13 and a half hour drive without stops and stuff. But since we had the dog and the baby, it turned into like a 15, 16 hour drive. Still wasn't too terrible. I slept for most of it because I was just dead after moving. I got out of my truck and then woke up the next morning, took care of a bunch of tasks, and then went immediately, picked him up, drove all the way up there, drove all the way back down. I mean, I drove down the next morning, but I still got very little sleep. I was just stressed the whole way, trying to take care of all that crap. So that part was stressful. And then we went down to Texas, did a little drive, got down there. We all got to spend time together. Me, my wife, the baby, my other brother, his wife, their baby, the brother I moved from Ohio, my mom and dad. Everybody was happy. We had a good time. Grandparent, obviously, mom and dad definitely loved seeing little man again. They love they love him to death. So it was good to see them again before dad heads off overseas one more time before he retires. Now why this video is a little later is because I was originally supposed to be back on the 28th. I was supposed to be driving on Monday, last Monday. Now that all changed because I got a rock chip in my windshield. Somebody had a little pebble in their tire, flung it up, chipped the windshield, which wasn't a big issue. Now, with all the weather that's going on right now, especially down in Texas, it got really cold at night, and then it got really hot really fast at like 7 in the morning. And those of you that know glass know that's not a good thing at all, especially when there's a chip in it. So in the middle, in the morning, when that temperature changed and went from cold to hot real quick, that chip went from a chip to a fucking 18-inch crack across the driver's side of the windshield. The next morning, it got even bigger. Now, this was on Friday. Was it Friday? Yeah, Friday morning originally. Called Ford. They couldn't fix it. Found a glass place that could, but they couldn't get the glass till Monday. Monday rolls around. They got my glass in. The jackass that delivered the glass broke the glass en route. So had to wait another day for them to get another glass in. So on Tuesday rolls around. The guy that was supposed to be bringing it broke down on the highway and was like 2 or 3 hours late. So by the time he got there, I think it was like 11 or noon. Come to find out, this guy didn't have my glass. So they had to tell the other guy to come out with my glass. This guy finally shows up at like 2 in the afternoon with my glass, not broken. They finally were able to get it installed, paid for it, left, picked up my brother because we were going to go do some crap, and then had to turn around and go right back to the glass facility because while me and my brother had just left the house, he had looked up on my dash, which I didn't at that point. I was in such a hurry to take care of other crap. He looked up and seen that the guy that installed the glass on my truck sliced both of my A-pillars. Like there's like 3 cuts in one of them and 2 cuts in the other one, and you just see the leather peeled back. And then he also took a bunch of chunks out of the plastic, the vent up front that sits right below the glass. He had took chunks out of the front. I think the guy counted it and said there were 6 chunks cut into it. Excuse me. So we had to go back, talk to them about that. One of the best places, hands down, for accepting fault that they did something wrong. They didn't even question it. They were just like, we've had this happen before. They were like, every job isn't perfect. They were like, we've had this happen before. It's fine. We'll go ahead and take care of everything. Explain to them that I needed to leave so I could get back on the road because I'm a truck driver. And they were like, don't worry about it. We'll send it. We'll deal with it in your state. We'll have a Ford dealership up there. Fix it. We just got to get the parts first. I was like, okay. So the issue we're running into now, my truck's a 2022, so they don't have the parts. They're not available yet. So they got to get a hold of Ford, get them ordered from Ford manufacturing, not from one of the Ford dealerships. They have to get them ordered and shipped to one of the dealerships, and they're not sure how long that's going to take because they're not readily available right now. But they actually called me today, checked in, told me everything what was going on. They've been searching, they haven't found it yet. They're still working. The manager's tracking what's going on, and they'll call me as soon as they find the parts. Love that place, awesome. Good windshield. Just kind of, I was a little pissed they broke my stuff, but the way they went about it, I couldn't stay mad. Couldn't stay mad at them. I mean, they messed it up, but they accepted the fault and agreed 100% to replace those parts. So I paid $800 for a windshield, and they're about to pay out a couple $1,000 for 2 A-pillars and some plastic crap that's going to go in the truck and the maintenance to do it. So that is the life update. Oh, one more. Because I know some of you guys ask about Little Man sometimes. Little Man's doing great. I still need to get him on video for you guys. He's in that teething phase right now, where he likes biting fingers, and anytime my wife picks him up, he attacks her cheek and her chin. It's freaking adorable. He's a cool little dude. Love that man. So okay, that's all with life now. Now for the company stuff. There's not much anything new really going on. There are some changes that the company is making that are stressful. Excuse me, damn. But it's not life-ending. So one of the changes is the DMs are not going to be planning your loads anymore. The load planners are going to do that. It hasn't changed all the way across the board yet. It's the DMs over in the Kansas office. That's already happened over there. The Owensboro office hasn't switched yet, but they're going to be. The downside to that, there's not an upside to this really. The downside to it is that the load planners don't know anything about the drivers. They don't know how we run. They don't know what times of day we run. They got drivers that run during the day, drivers that run during the night, drivers that run both. They don't know how fast these drivers run. Like me, I'll get in that chair and I'm driving 6 to 8 hours straight. I might stop if I have to go to the bathroom, once or twice, but other than that, I'm driving straight. I don't take a break until I get to that 6 to 8 hour mark so I can get my other 3 hours back. There's some drivers, they'll stop every 2 hours, take a 15-minute break or something, go walk around, stretch their legs. I'll do it when I'm done. So it's going to be tricky trying to get it all figured out, trying to see if these load planners can actually start to understand the drivers and know which ones are which and how we all run and everything to make it smooth. So these next few weeks are going to be challenging, frustrating, and then hopefully it smooths out after that. Now, me and my buddy were talking. We're pretty sure a lot of drivers are going to start turning down loads and start quitting the company from company side and going to the lease purchase side so that they have the ability to refuse loads. Excuse me. No, I'm not tired. So we do see that happening. We hope it doesn't, because it's going to mess a lot of crap up. Because even on the lease purchase side, when you start turning down too many loads, they will let you go. You are not making yourself money. You are not making them money. You're not going to be able to make your payments. It's just a bad look all the way around. So it's going to be interesting. The other thing that was changing is the Target account. I can't remember. It's either the Target or the Tractor Supply account. One of those two. Actually, I think it's the Tractor Supply account. One of my other buddies, he's on that one, and they were doing guaranteed miles for him. And I think it was like 2,500 or 2,700 miles they were guaranteeing him. Now, he was only running like 1,300 to 1,400 a week, and they were paying the difference for all those other miles. As of, I believe, yesterday, they called him, and they were like, effective immediately, we are no longer paying the guaranteed miles for that account. So now he's running 1,300, 1,400 miles, and he's about to make some shit paychecks unless they start getting him the miles. That's another one that right there is a very fucked up one. There's not really any other words I can think of for that one. That one is fucked up. You can't just call a driver and just effective immediately, you're not making money anymore. No, there should have been some kind of workaround around that. Like, hey, in 2 weeks this is going to stop. Do you want to change accounts? Do you want to stay here? That's how it should have went. That would have been a hell of a lot better than just calling somebody and being like, hey, we're cutting your pay in half because we're not moving that many miles and we're not making that money, so we're not going to pay you for it. Which, I mean, I understand why they're stopping it, but they should have went about it a different way. There was something else that's changing, but I can't remember right now. So we'll ignore that so I don't drag on that. The gentleman that asked about me doing a month-long breakdown of my pay. I can still do one now that I'm back. I can actually, get a whole month starting with next week will be the first week. So 4 weeks from, actually tomorrow I can start because that's the start of this next pay period. So tomorrow I can start, and then just 4 weeks from then, if I don't remember, go ahead and remind me if I don't remember to give you the information. A kind of simple breakdown of it though, since I usually average about $5,000 a week, it's $20,000 a month. So 2.5 months, $50,000, which is actually correct. I did look at one of my this last settlement sheet, and they started changing how they put the stuff on there, so it shows you what you've made year to date. I mean, I've only taken like 14,000 home because there were like days I took off for certain weeks, and then I took off damn near 2 weeks for this last vacation. So that changed. I mean, you don't bring a whole lot home really, 1,400 or 12 to 1,400 a week, as long as you're running. You can definitely make more if you're clearing 3,000 miles. So I've already grossed over $50,000 this year as of the middle of March. So I'm on track to clear like 240,000 this year, as long as I keep running everything. And I don't have any other planned vacations for this year until my son's first birthday, Christmas, when I take my annual vacation, go see family, and that's about it. I might take a week, maybe a little less around the summertime to go see my wife's family as well. She usually goes on her own to see them. But yeah, I mean, everything else is pretty much the same. I don't know why everybody keeps asking me about the outside of the truck though. You can literally go on Google Images, pull up a 22 Freightliner Cascadia. They all look the same. The only thing that changes is some of the windows, like I said, and the paint job. I can't, one of these days I will go outside and do a walk around, just because so many people have asked about it. But yeah, I haven't heard from any of you guys in a while. A crap ton of new subscribers while I was down in Texas. Like every day I'd wake up and just seeing new subscribers. It's kind of cool seeing that. But keep hitting me up, keep giving me comments, or questions in the comments, I should say, for stuff that I can answer for you guys, or send me the emails. The email is still shadowtrucker210@gmail.com. There's no spaces, no underscores, nothing. Just shadowtrucker210@gmail.com. If you want to put me down for the referral thing, the driver code is B as in boy, ACOAN as in Nancy. Or put my name, Anthony Bacon, And then, or you can give me your information. I need your name, your email, your phone number. I believe that's it. If any of you want me to put you in through the app, or if you want to put me in on the paperwork, just let me know either way, and I can get you the information, or you can give me your information and I can put it all through. I know they're hiring bad right now. I don't know how many new accounts they got, but they have a shit ton of freight, and we don't have anywhere near enough drivers. And I'm pretty sure some more drivers are getting fired for drug use. I mean, they've been called in on, because some of these idiots, you open their door and the whole fucking cab just smells like weed. I've heard quite a few of them. So I know some of them got fired. I don't know if there's been too many accidents recently, but yeah, they're definitely hiring. So, you guys have a good shot at getting in, as long as you have a clean record and no crazy speeding tickets or anything like that. That's about all I got for you guys today. Nothing too crazy, more of a life update than anything. As I find out more stuff, that's going on with the company, more changes, I'll definitely keep you guys in the loop on that, so you know what you're walking into still. It's kind of interesting running into you guys as well. Whenever I'm over at Owensboro, seeing new people coming, and they're like, "You're the guy." Yeah, I'm the guy. But yeah, that's it. You got a life update. You got a few little things with the company, and send me emails, drop me questions in the comments. Let me know if you're coming over. Definitely be cool. You guys take care. Stay safe out there.